Queens. It's Adrian Fly Free. I am here to talk to you about where to start. Where do I start? What do I do? Where do I begin? So a question was posed to me by a former student that I used to have, and I am going to speak about those that don't quite know what they want to do in life. You may feel like you're behind other people. You may feel that right after high school, you didn't go straight off to college. So you're kind of feeling lost because maybe a year or two or three or four or five has gone past. Or maybe you just had a baby. You don't know that most people may not know what direction they're going into. Some of us even go to school, go off to college, and we go off for degrees that we don't really use all of our life. We wind up changing our field and going a different route. So sometimes you may be stuck in trying to find out where do you go, where do you begin, what are you supposed to be doing? You basically are asking yourself, what is your purpose? Okay, so let's start there. What is your purpose? What do you think your purpose is? Am I supposed to be someone that's just going to go to school, or someone that I just want to go work at a plant and just make my money? What you got to know something about yourself. Okay, so let me start off by saying this. When I graduated high school, I went to Denby, and I graduated high school. And I thought I was going to go to school for business. That was my goal. I thought I would always have a briefcase and a dress suit set, skirt set, and some heels. And I'm going to walk into this business. Well, after high school, I did have a lot of experience in business. I worked at Northland Mall in a management office. That was one of my first jobs that I had. I was in the management office as an administrative assistant. So I've been things such as administrative assistant. I've been a secretary. I have been human resource assistant, where I had my own office and I was the person that did the interviewing. However, I'm in education now. So what happened? First, I want to say this. If you are someone that went to college, whether it was community college or you went to a university, and you didn't finish, you haven't finished, it's not too late. You may not even be thinking about going back right now. You might be out there making your money. That's fine too. But for those of you that feel dismayed because you didn't go off to college, you didn't stick and stay with it, you came back after a year and didn't finish all of your credits, or you came back after the first semester and maybe didn't finish all of your credits. So maybe you're someone that's trying to figure out, what happened? How am I going to get back into school? How am I going to, provide for myself the way that I want to because I didn't finish my degree? If you did not go straight off to college, you are not the only person. You're not the only one. I didn't go straight off to college. Matter of fact, I didn't go off to college at all. Why? Because I had someone when I was in school that told me that because I was a teenage mom, that being a psychologist is something that I shouldn't go after because it took too many years to do. It really discouraged me, but I actually listened to her. I was young. I didn't know any better. However, me having a child when I was a teenager actually pushed me further to do a couple of different things. I still feel like I'm behind, but it didn't stop me. My child didn't hinder me from doing what I needed to do for me and my child. If you did not go straight off to school, if you went to a community college like I did and you didn't finish community college, it's never too late. I know that it may feel like life is passing you by if you're a young adult. This is really for people that are in their young 20s, mid 20s, that you're still trying to figure something out, trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. You're just coming out of high school and maybe you've been out for a whole year. A whole year didn't went past. It's okay not to know. But where do you go from here? Well, I have my notes, my handy dandy notebook. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. But one of the things that I always tell people is you need a journal. Why do you need a journal? I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a man. You need something to write your thoughts out. Something that can hold you accountable for making sure that you remember what you said you wanted to do. One, you write in a journal to express your feelings and your emotions. You write in a journal because you say things in your journal that you can't say to other people. You may feel uncomfortable to say to other people. So when you say certain things in your journal, that's between you and that piece of paper, okay? Writing is a way that keeps me calm. It keeps me at peace. It keeps me connected to who I am. One thing that young people have a hard time learning, which we all do, we all go through this, so you're no different than the rest of us, is knowing who you are. It's a process. It is a part of life and a part of growing up. You have to learn who you are. When you write in your journal, you are connecting with yourself. That's you learning who you are. You're connecting with your feelings, how you're feeling. You're connecting with your emotions, how you reacted to a certain situation or a certain someone. That journal is something that you can keep your ideas in, okay? The next thing I'm going to say is that you need a vision board. So one of the things that I had started with was a vision board. And I was in my 30s when I started with a vision board. When I wanted to write it down and make it plain, I got a vision board. I took a picture of myself and I put it right in the middle of the vision board. If you want to be a nurse, let's just say that for example, then you can get a picture of yourself. We take selfies all the time, right? So if you take a picture of yourself and print it out and put it on that vision board, also find some things on Google that you can print out, which is a nurse's uniform. Paste it on your vision board. If you find a stethoscope, type that in, print the stethoscope out, paste it on your vision board. So your vision board you can get from the Dollar Tree, from Family Dollar, from Staples. You can get it from anywhere. Get a vision board and write out what you want. I put on there, I wanted to graduate with honors. I graduated with honors in my undergrad and in my graduate program. I also put on there some other things to keep me motivated. Like, the hard work is going to pay off in the end. It may be hard right now, but stay dedicated, stay consistent. I will graduate. You will become a professor. So certain things that I wanted, I put on my vision board, even down to traveling, places that I wanted to go. I said that I wanted to travel more. I began to travel more. Why? Because I see it in front of me. I'm holding myself accountable because I have something in front of me to help me remember that, hey, wait, I have goals, I have plans, I have dreams. I even put stuff that I wanted from my family life, different things concerning my relationship with my children. I put that on my vision board. I wanted to be a good mom. So I put on my vision board, you are a great mom. So I didn't put it in the past. I didn't put it in the future. I put it in today's time. And I said, you are a great mom. You are a great wife. You are a great woman. There are certain things that you have to declare today, not tomorrow, but start saying certain things today. So that's number 2. The next thing I'm going to say is everyone needs a mentor. You need a mentor. Someone that is going to talk to you, motivate you, encourage you, not judge you, and hold you accountable. They're going to be there for you even when you don't want them to be there for you. Why? Because they know what's in you and they know how to pull that out. I had a mentor when I was in my 20s and my younger 30s, and I love that I had a mentor. I wind up getting a mentor, I say, when I was about 25, I believe is when I got a mentor. And that person became my mentor without me even asking. I didn't know what they were doing, but they started talking to me and they became like a second mom to me. So I appreciate this person coming into my life because they actually held me accountable for certain things that I wanted to do. They kept me mindful of certain things that I said I wanted to do. And when you have somebody that holds you accountable, they're called an accountability partner. Everybody needs an accountability partner. So that mentor or that accountability partner, you may call them your second mom. Either way, no matter what you call them, there's someone that holds you accountable for your dreams, your goals, and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Even if you don't know what it is, they're still there pushing you. They're nudging you. They're helping you out mentally and they're helping you out emotionally because there's someone that you can talk to without judgment. There's someone that you can brainstorm off of. There's someone that can guide you, someone that can push you in the right direction. Because let's face it, when we're children and we're learning how to walk, you have a parent that's holding your hand, teaching you how to walk, right? So when they're teaching you how to walk, they're nudging you on because eventually they let go and you take a couple of steps, you fall down, but they're right there. So your accountability partner is going to be right there. And I'm not saying that sometimes it's not going to hurt some of the things that the accountability partner is going to tell you. Like, get up. You said that you wanted to do this. So let's go out. You want to go find a job? Let's go out this week. What's wrong? What's stopping you? If you say you want to go back to school, that accountability partner is going to hold you accountable. If, let's say the fall semester have passed by the time winter semester get here, your accountability partner is going to hold you accountable and say, wait, one semester has already passed. You told me that you couldn't start because of A, B, C, D. However, when you have an accountability partner, they're not going to let a lot of time lapse. They're going to hold you accountable because they don't want to see you continuing to feel as though you're not getting ahead. If you have a baby, let's talk about that. Mothers, we all know, having a child, it puts everything on hold. You put your whole dreams and aspirations on hold. Some of us have people that are in our corner that can support us. So you may have somebody that's helping you out with your child while you still go to college. If you do, that's great. What about those that don't have someone that's helping them? So you're a stay-at-home mom. I'm talking to you. When you are a stay-at-home mom, it's still something that you can do so that you won't lose the inner person that you are. You're not just a mom. It took me years to find out that, wait a minute, I'm not just a mom. I'm a human being. I'm a woman. I was a woman before. Well, I was a girl because I had my first child when I was a teenager, but I was still a young woman before I had children. So I had to rediscover that little girl that was inside of me. What is it that I used to like to do? Because I was lost. I didn't know what to do anymore. I was married, divorced, and still trying to find myself. So in the process of me finding myself, I wrote a lot. One thing I discovered about that little girl that still lived inside of me was that I used to love to write poetry. Poetry was my way of escape. Poetry was a way that helped me to understand some of the things that I was going through, express some of the things that I was going through, and make me feel safe. It made me feel real safe to express my emotions and my feelings on paper. So when you are someone or you know someone that has a child, one thing that you can always do is start from the beginning, which is finding out what you like to do. That's what I mean when I say discover your self-worth, discover who you are. Discovering who you are is remember the things that you used to love to do. So that being said, I started to write short stories, and that kept me busy as I start to reconnect with myself. That was some years back, I believe 2013. I started to write again. That made me feel good. I also started to read more. I'm someone that loves to read. I stopped reading books. I stopped buying books. But I got back on track. And what did I do? I put on my vision board that I wanted to read a certain amount of books before the end of the year. Regardless if you accomplish everything on your vision board in 1 year or not, you continue to work on those things the following year. I have several vision boards that I've made throughout my adult life. And if I'm not done with that vision board, everything that I put on it, then I continue to keep that vision board, add to it, and check some things off. So as I checked some things off on my vision board, I added new things to the vision board, certain things that I wanted to do in that particular year. So when you don't know what to do, grab a journal and write your thoughts down. Write how you're feeling down. You don't know what else to do? You pick up the phone and you call your mentor, your accountability partner. And let me stop right here and say this. Your accountability partner is someone that is wise. They have wise advice. They've been where you're at and they know where you're going. Another thing is that they can understand you even when you can't understand yourself. They know the issues that you're struggling with and they won't judge you. So we may have friends that we can say, that's my accountability partner. That's fine. That's great. But you still need someone. And this is why I say a mentor, because that mentor holds you up in a different type of way than an accountability partner does. So my mentor was my accountability partner in ways, and my mentor was not my accountability partner in ways. So I say that by saying this: my mentor mentored me through life choices, life trials, life tribulations. My mentor was someone I always could talk to without judgment. My accountability partner checks in to make sure, did you do this like you said you were going to do this week? Did you exercise like you said you were going to do this week? How long did you exercise? I'm just using that as an example. How many books did you read? Did you call the place that you said you were going to call to find out if they had any openings for you next spring? Those type of conversations your accountability is going to have. They're going to really put you in check. I call it an accountability partner because they put you in check. Your mentor is not someone that always puts you in check, but they will put you in your place, but not the way an accountability partner is. So your accountability partner, you can have 2, 3, 4 of them. Most of us will only have a few though. The next thing is your mentor. You usually only have one. Can you have more than one? Yes, but make sure they're not contradicting each other. If one person tell you one thing, the other mentor should be right along the same lines, because they should know what you want, what your ultimate goal is. So make sure that if you are looking for the right thing to do for yourself, not for somebody else, because you're not trying to please somebody else, you need to follow these steps. A journal so you can write your thoughts. You need a mentor. You need an accountability partner, and you need to do a vision board. Those things are something that will start you in the right spot. But the main thing is, outside of doing that, you have to do the mental work. The mental work is talking positive to yourself. Yes, I said positive to yourself. Why? You know, I always talk about being positive. Positive thinking provokes positive actions. Positive actions provokes positive reactions. So yes, I'm going to always say that in all of my videos. I know you've already heard me say that before, because it's a rule to live by. One thing that I said in my previous video, go check it out if you haven't already. That previous video talked about putting that into practice. What is that I'm talking about? Well, if you haven't watched the video, I'm talking about positive thinking, having a positive mindset, and when something comes against you, you're going to have positive actions that you're going to do and positive reactions that you're going to do, but you have to put it into practice. So that being said, those of you that's trying to find out where to go, you're struggling on what next move to do. If you haven't graduated high school, you can still go back. It's so many opportunities, so many different areas that you can still finish school, whether it's online schooling or you're going to finish school somewhere else that's not your traditional school, high school setting that allows you to finish like in a semester. So you have opportunities here and it's okay to go that route. I want you to know it's okay, because it doesn't matter how you finish. Just finish. If you feel like, wow, my friends is going to think this, they're going to think that. You're not living your life for your friends. You're not living your life for anybody else but yourself. So make sure that you're connecting with this person right here. Do the self-work that it's going to take to get you to move to the next step. And those of you that have a baby, I want you to know this. One of the things that I did is I put my all into taking care of my child. I will say this, and some people won't agree with me, especially if you just have one child and you're young. If you put everything into your children, you have nothing left for yourself. You have absolutely nothing left for yourself. If you give all your energy to that child, you'll have no energy left for yourself. So just know that even though you're raising a child and you're doing the best that you can do, there's still room for you in there, because you're still who you are. That child is going to love you regardless. Take time, spend it with your child, spend it with your family, but make sure you take time for yourself too. You have to have self-care. That self-care is going to help you mind, body, and soul. So I leave you with this. Remember that it's never too late to start. As long as you start, you're on the right track. When we sit still and we say year after year, year after year, and year after year, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's because you haven't done the work. You have to do the work. You have to do some research. If you want to go back to school, find out what college has the courses that is going to best suit you for the degree that you're going after. All of the colleges that I wanted to go to did not have a program for English majors. There are not that many universities that allow me to go to school for an English major. 2, I went to school online. There were not a lot of universities that allowed you to go to school online for English major. So my chances was going slim and slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. But I still graduated with my BA in English literature. I still pursued my master's degree as well. It was hard to find a school, but I found one. And I was able to do English and creative writing. And that's the piece that I wanted. I wanted English and creative writing. All universities do not offer that. You'd be lucky if you find a degree in creative writing at all. They do have MFAs, Masters of Fine Performing Arts, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted English and I wanted creative writing. And again, my doctoral program, there is not a lot of programs that offer at university level for your doctoral program in English. It's just not a lot of colleges that have yet to gain those type of programs. So I did the research. You have to do the research. When people ask me, well, how did you know you were going to go to that school? I did the research. How did you find that school you're going into right now? Did somebody tell you about it? No, I did the research. You have to research schools. You have to pick up the phone and call the administration. They have academic counselors always on standby waiting for you to call. If they have programs available, they're going to tell you about those programs. But take your what? Handy dandy notebook and write out those questions that you need. Do you have a program in this? And how long is your program? How much is the cost to go here? You need to know these questions. Write them down so you can be prepared when you call them. So I thank you so much for coming to join me. And remember that anytime that you feel stuck, you feel like you don't know which way to go, you feel like you're behind, you feel like you haven't started in the direction that you should go in, or you just haven't figured life out yet, it's okay. Take a breather, relax, and just tell yourself that you need to connect with yourself, okay? So that being said, my kings and queens, I have appreciated you coming to join me. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe and share if you like. And let me know in the comments below what topic you want me to talk about next. Because I'm here for you. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to hold you accountable. Why? Because I am a motivator. I'm someone that's going to push you. I'm someone that's going to hold you accountable. So whatever it is that you're struggling with, whatever it is that you want me to talk about, you can always leave me a comment and I will make sure that I will address your comments. Okay? So, kings and queens, thank you so much for joining me. Till next time. Bye. Don't forget to spread your wings and fly. Oh, yeah, I thought I forgot, right? Bye.